across the world through music, interviews, and lively discussions. Join Bev Moonchild on Fit FM 96.7, Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. Cultural Mix, everything cultural. Tune in. Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music.
Fit FM 96.7, Trelawney, Jamaica.
96.7.
96.7.
Duncan Streloni.
Duncan Streloni.
Know yourself, know your roots, know your culture. You're in tune to Cultural Mix with Bev Moonchild and Fit FM 96.7. Fridays, 6 to 8 p.m. Mara said that.
Last night I had a dream upon the four corners of the world, shone the light of love, erasing our hatred, greed, and pain, revealing to man what life's really worth. Yeah, 1,000 years. 1,000 years, 1,000 years of peace. 1,000 years, 1,000 years, 1,000 years of peace. Last night I had a dream. War was an obstacle of the past, buried in the history book. Racism was no more, extinguished by a ray of hope. Yeah. 1,000 years, 1,000 years, 1,000 years of peace. 1,000 years, 1,000 years, 1,000 years of peace.
Can't even go. Eh? Me I work up myself and then you gone at the high part and me can't manage the high part. And look at me, I work up myself 1,000 years and you just gone at the high part of the song. Me can't make the part of Julia. And you know, like you want to flap my show this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandmothers and grandpapas, wherever you are this evening, we want to welcome you to Cultural Mix. It is your Friday evening program. And of course, I am here as your host, Bev Moonchild. We are going to have a wonderful evening this evening. It's Friday. And guess what? We will be talking to a principal. We have been hearing a lot of things about online schooling. And it's online schooling for how long now? Almost 2 years. Just when people thought that they'll not see the full back, but kind of the back of online learning and teaching, guess what? Look like it's here to stay. So we're going to be talking to Keisha, and she is here. She's a principal of Padmore Primary. We really thank her, of course, for saying yes to this discussion. So we want to welcome everybody. There are some persons already online, and we want to pick them up. Chuku Thompson, my friend, bless up Moonchild, she says, thank you so much, Gracia. And Kehe and Oberlin, thank you already for joining with us. We really want to welcome you, and we want for you to share the program. So as you're on, share it on your page so other persons can join. That is how we're really going to build up Cultural Mix and for other persons to know what we're doing on a Friday evening. So we're asking you to share the program with your friends now. You're tuning in now, just click that share button and share it that others can see what we're doing here on a Friday evening. We want to welcome everyone wherever you are. Just tell us where you are, and of course, we'll give you a shout out. So much things happening, boy, I tell you. We just have to, somebody once said, just put on what them call it, blinkers. Or maybe blind that we need to put on. No, because guess what? So much things happening. If you don't know what we are doing, we have to really focus, because we can be distracted so much by so much things are going on apart from the vaccine and no vaccine. And it is look like it's shaping out now to be two groups, the vax and the unvax. And we don't want that at all, because I can tell you personally that I have close relatives and friends who are vaxxed. Let's put it that way. And I also have close relatives and friends who are not vaxxed. So what am I going to do? Everybody's my friend and my family. We really want to keep whatever it is that we have. We don't want this thing come now create a further divide. Because we already have politics that divide we have religion that divide we don't want another thing to come divide us. So let us just, let us respect the choices of other people, and we hope that other people will also respect the choices that other people make. And we just go on, because we all are here, and whether or not we like it, we're there, and we're going to be facing whatever it is that comes. So people bless up everybody. Akwaba, we say. And of course, Akwaba is our African word for welcome. So we want to welcome everybody, whichever parish you're joining from, whichever region you're joining from, whichever part in Trelawney you're joining from. We really want to welcome everybody. Good to have you. We also want to welcome our friends on Fit FM JA, always willing, always able, always sure, and wanting to know what it is that's going to happen. And friends of Fit FM too. We really want to welcome you all. YouTube, we're on YouTube. So if for any reason you see Facebook kind of go on a kind of way, just hop over to YouTube, because we're live also. So we want to big up the people who are joining us on YouTube. We say thank you and continue to be with us. Cultural Mix. Happy Friday, Annette Carvello is saying. Happy Friday to you, my beloved. Real Talk, Oberlin. Yes. Well, it makes sense we're going to separate now at this point in time when we should have been together. And now we need to stick together, because them said they have no come yet. So if we're going to separate at this time, it's not going to make sense. Let us just join together and be the best that we can in this time, certainly. All right. So we want to say thank you. And we want to say thank you to Emperor, Maroon Emperor, Horus Louis L. Bay. Really, what a discussion last week. May I tell you, him talk some things. I think he have people on this side and him have people on this side. Have people that say all kind of thing. But I was happy that he came on, because some of the things really, we really have to pay attention to some of the things that he brought to light here on the program. So thank you, Emperor. We're going to be talking more on what is happening with you and what it is that you want to see for your people. Okay, sir? So we want to bless you up for that. All right. The protest this week, which day it was? It was what, Tuesday? Yes. We have been seeing, as a matter of fact, to just kind of put this thing in perspective, we have been seeing protests happening all over the world. All over. Because, as I say on Facebook, some persons will comply, but some persons will resist. That's the world we are living in, and we just have to face it up. And this week, there was a protest in Kingston, Jamaica. I guess people from all over Jamaica would have joined up in Kingston, and we are also waiting out of this protest to hear what is going to happen. There is this political group. It is a political group, third party in Jamaica. We have never really seen a third party thrive in Jamaica. Is this the time? Is this the time for a third party in Jamaica? We don't know. Mr. Patterson seemed to have a whole slate of things that he wishes to accomplish. And we are saying, let every view contend. Not true? And if you have something to offer, because this is Jamaica and we all want good for Jamaica. So if you have something that you want to offer, I'm sure people will pick with them to pick sense out of nonsense. People know what they want and will go for it, but choice is important. We can't take away choice. That is an important aspect of life. So thank you everyone for joining. And of course, our guest is on already. She's waiting. Yes, we are having Keisha. We're going to take a little break and come back for the discussion with Keisha, a superwoman principal of Padmore Primary School. We take a break. We soon come back.
Where do they play? Where do they play? Well, I think it's fine. Flagging jumbo play or pitching a ride on a Kingston train. You know I've been to school, Lord, I'm such a fool. But it isn't my fault, no, cause I follow their rules. Oh, 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 you know I've come a long way, changing day to day. Then tell me, where do the children play? Where do they play? Where do they play? We've been building roads from way back in the past, and they disintegrate, Lord, and it happens so fast. Cars fall apart, but you don't care. But people complain, but the whole still stands there. Oh, oh, oh. You know I've come a long way, changing day to day. Then tell me, where do the children play? Where do they play? Where do they play? And there's a tax increase with every crop decrease. And we learn to fight one another, tell us that we stand for peace. Cause you work in the day and you sleep at night, and you live in the dark and you think it is life. Oh, you know I've come a long way, changing day to day. Then tell me, where do the children play? Where do they 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 play?
Rafi.
You know I've come a long way, changing day to day. Then tell me, where do the children play? Where do they play? Where do they play? Well, I think it's fine, flying jumbo play or hitching a ride on a Kingston train. You know I've been to school, Lord, I'm such a fool. But it isn't my fault, cause I follow their rules. Oh, you know I've come a long way.
Good evening.
Then tell me, where do the children
Play.
All right.
Where did they play? May I go on with some, not sure. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Cultural Mix. It's your Friday evening program, and I am here this evening as your host, Bev Moonchild, as usual. We want to hail up some people very quickly before we talk with our guest, Denise Jarrett, Blessings, Bev, and thank you so much, Denise. Of course, Denise is joining us Denise is in somewhere in the USA. Thank you so much, Denise. Keisha is joining us from Toronto. Thank you, Keisha, for being here with us. Telma, thank you, Telma. Long time I hear from you, Telma. What's going on? And Denise, I think she's referring to what I was talking about before we took the break. It's becoming too political. I think that's this program, this vaccination program, I think, and we don't want it to be. We don't want it to be at all. It is something that people can choose to do, and I'm sure it is something that people choose not to do too, because we must understand that choice is important. So we're going to do this in love. Sonia Brown, Gail, thank you for joining us. Good evening. And Imara is reminding us that the protest was on Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday the 22nd. So today's Friday, 2 days ago. Yes. Derwin, of course, always with us from London. Friday blessings to you, Derwin, joining us from across the seas. All right. So, folks, if you want to send a message to us, you can do that by WhatsApp, 876-482-4944 or 317. Okay, so it is 482-4944. That's a WhatsApp if you want to send a WhatsApp message, right? And you can always do that. Let us know what you like. Give us your feedback. We welcome that always, because it is what you say to us that help us to improve the product. All right. So it is Cultural Mix, and we're there as usual. And we are going to be talking to our principal. How are you, ma'am? How are you doing? Keisha?
I am blessed and highly favored.
I was waiting for that part. Oh, principal on fire this evening. Look at the hair. I need to put some color in mine too, and join the color gang. I like it though. It makes you look vibrant and give you that superwoman look for true. So thank you so much for joining us, Keisha. Really, really appreciate the fact that you said yes when I asked you if you would talk with me. Where's Padmore Primary for those people who don't know?
Well, Padmore Primary is nested in the hills of St. Andrew. Mm-hmm. Right? It's in the Padmore district. It's about, say, if you're in Half a Tree, maybe you'd say it's about 10 miles up on the hill.
10 miles from Half a Tree?
Yes.
Okay. It's far, man.
That's not far. 10 miles.
10 miles. 10 miles from Half a Tree. So it's in where? St. Andrew.
Yes, it is in St. Andrew.
Okay. And what is your population at Padmore? Student population?
Right now we have 220 students.
220?
Right.
Okay. 220. How long have you been the principal for Padmore though?
Well, this month makes 10 years. This month makes 10 years.
September?
Yes.
I was talking to you, 10 years. That would have been a long time to cement yourself as principal at any institution. I was talking to you when we were preparing for this discussion, and you told me that Padmore was on the list, or maybe Padmore was labeled the worst performing primary school, not only in Kingston and St. Andrew, but in Jamaica. Mm. But what gave you that kind of thing to say, I'm going to take this on? Me, I go bring this school from the worst to be among the best. What made you want to kind of take on this challenge? Because it's not an easy challenge.
I got a dream.
Tell us about
saw the school. I saw the school before I actually went up there.
Really?
I saw the school, yes.
So what happened in the dream? What was most significant about that dream?
What is most significant is that I saw the front of the school and I actually saw the landing of the school. The landing of the school, you cannot see from just passing on the roadway. So I've never been up there. So when I actually got the job and I drove up there, I noticed this was a school in my dreams. And
Uh-huh.
I just broke down. I really just lost it. Because I
Wow.
was dreaming about this school. I didn't know that it was Padmore until I really went up there and saw this. Yes.
So,
So most people think it's my doing, but it's not my doing. I think God was in the mix all the time, and He's the one guide and inspire me to do what I did or
but
what I continue.
for you to have seen the school itself, the physical part of the physical structure in your dream, you have never been there, and when you went to this place, it is the dream.
Yes.
How amazing is that, though? It's just is that I can't imagine why you broke down.
Yes, definitely.
So
But
before,
this is how God works. I'm a dreamer. I dream things before it happens. So I'm a dreamer. So that is one of my spiritual gifts.
very good, and I don't want you to kind of take that for granted either.
Yes.
Don't take it for granted at all. That's a blessing you have there.
Yes.
How
Definitely never.
before you went to Padmore, did you teach? Otherwise,
Yes, I taught at Reddell's Primary for 10 years previously. So
what
I got all that knowledge and
experience?
experience and knowing the curriculum from grade 1 to 6. I got it from Reddell's Primary School.
Where in Jamaica were you raised, Keisha?
Well, I was raised right here in Reddell's,
Uh-huh.
right here in Reddell's St. Andrew, which is maybe about 2 or 3 miles down from Padmore.
From Padmore.
2 miles, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I just never went up there. I passed Padmore maybe about 10 years, 11 years ago. I had to visit a student who was at my school. And I said to myself, I look at the school, I said, God, if you give me this school, it's going to look like this. Because the paint is, like, say, the school it looked dark. It looked kind of dreary. You understand? But I forgot that I really forget that I asked him for it. Right? It's just after I did an operation, made a life-saving operation, and I got this promotion to say I must come to an interview, and it was Padmore time. Yes.
And you just took up the challenge right away.
Right away. Because I got the dream, so I took it up right away.
You have something playing in the background?
You want me to turn off what? Let me turn it down.
Yeah, because we're hearing a feedback.
Okay.
Did you always want to be a teacher?
All right. I used to tutor before I started to teach. So I used to tutor one-on-one. I tutor even Byron Lee's grandchildren. I used to go and tutor. Yes, I tutored children, and I liked it. I liked that I can see the improvement in what in their skills and in their knowledge. So I say, you know what, I would love to teach. And my mother was a teacher.
Okay.
So you're getting new information.
Yes.
I'm not telling nobody, but my mother was a teacher. So
So she never encouraged you to go into teaching. It was just something you decided that you wanted to do.
it's something I decided. At least I never did teaching for my first degree. I did politics and psychology.
Wow.
I never did teaching. Because afterwards I did my master's in teaching.
Why politics and psychology to begin with?
Well, I always know that I wanted to affect the political landscape of Jamaica. I have to. That is where the power to change policies lies. Right? So I wanted to do that. So I did a political science degree. And in psychology now, I'm intrigued with the mind, how the mind works and all of that. So I wanted to do that also. So I did a double major at University of Louisiana.
Have you or you would have given up yourself at some point in time to be a part of the political process? What's up with that? You're not bother with that?
The dreams, no man, the dream continues because
Okay.
you have to remember, that Jam- today there's a term that came to me. I don't need politics. Politics need me.
Mm-hmm.
Politics need people like me who
Mm-hmm.
genuinely love people and who genuinely love care for people.
Mm-hmm.
And what we are finding out in our political culture here in Jamaica is that in successive administration, we have some persons who are leading who don't really care. So people like me must step up. So the
Mm-hmm.
dream continues. I will go again.
That is something I always talk about. We on the outside, we say, boy, them people there. And then people that do this and then people that do that. But those people have given up themselves to serve. Albeit some of them go in and just start serve themselves. So we are the ones who allow things to happen if we don't step up. If we just stay on the periphery and just look and discuss and talk and criticize and cuss.
Always, I'm saying to everybody is, but people ask me why I want to go into politics. I said to them that all of the ministers, everybody who makes decisions, and they are politicians, right? In this country. So if you want to go there, you have to be a politician.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
the dream. The dream is to help me.
And as I
and
said
help the
before,
country.
that is where decisions are made. That is where policies are created. That is where laws are enacted. And if you want to be a part of that process, you have to give up yourself. You have to give up yourself to serve. So we want to congratulate you on that thought and the fact that it's not gone away. It's still there. And someday, it is going to be accomplished, like how you get that principal position. But I'm interested about Padmore. I want you to talk to us now about that school that really was at the bottom of the pack in the country, not just in Kingston or in any particular educational region. It is broadly in the country. What it is that you went there, what kind of vision you went with, what kind of staff you had that you could have do something and create this kind of turnaround that Padmore is now in the top 10 performing, best performing primary schools. What you actually go there and do?
Thank you for that question. As I said, it was really inspired by God for me to be there. So when I went up there and I did a feasibility study to see what I need to do, and I read the last NEI report. So the NEI report is what placed Padmore as at the bottom, along with three other high schools that need immediately support. It needed immediate support from the Ministry of Education. And I can tell you openly, Bev, when a primary school is not performing, they are not going to be getting any bulk of any kind of resources to get them.
Wow.
No, they are not. They get the ministry mostly look at schools that are performing and give them more. And that's the reality of our situation.
Really?
So Padmore is a multi-grade school, and most of the multi-grade schools are struggling across Jamaica.
What do you mean multi-grade?
Means that all right then, at Padmore, one teacher taught grades 1 and 2, another one taught 3 and 4, and one taught 5 and 6. So that's how I found it. 3 teachers.
Okay.
Right? Right. So what I did right there off the bat, right? The teacher who teaches 5 and 6, I gave her grade 5 and I took grade 6.
Okay.
Because I'm coming from a school where I taught grade 6. I know that you cannot manage the 2 curriculums. And the children will always at a deficit. So I took the class and I worked on them 7 days a week. I carried them home with me just to push in the curriculum, because guess what? They are going down now from grade 1, they are getting less and less, because the teacher have to teach both curriculums. So a child never get the full curriculum yet. So they have so much gap at grade 6. So I remember the first is one boy passed for Jamaica College. And most of them, the first year. I had about 6 of them taking it. Because remember, when I went to Padmore, babe, it was only 38 children there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So it was.
It sound like a one class for some school.
Just like one classroom. Believe me. And the community abjectly rejected the school because, as I said, they weren't getting much from the ministry. If I tell you how much I was getting, you drop your mic and take it off and run. How much I was getting to run the school for the year. And I have to pay the maintenance staff out of it. So what happened is that the staff who used to clean the bathrooms and clean the classrooms had to cook also. So nobody was wanted, nobody really wanted to buy from her. And then she was losing her sight. So I went to the ministry. I said, no, we can't have this. If I'm building the school, remember, I come with goodwill, So people know me from where the school, so they're going to want to come to Padmore. I have to ensure that I have the right personnel. I said, we have to move the school from a multi-grade school. It's not working out. You understand me? And, them give me all kind of excuse. They don't have the resources. They don't have it to pay no more teacher. Whatever. I start looking for volunteers because I said the school can't stay like this. And I start going to school. So I start, what I did is, Bev, I had a house. I had one house and I just sell it. Sold the house. Bought a bus. Because the parents kids said, we come to Padmore, we don't want to send our kids off the hill. We come because you are there and we know they're going to do a good job. But we don't have no transportation. So I said, all right then, transportation is a problem? No problem. I don't sell the house.
Hold on. You had a house and you sold it?
Yes.
And bought a bus.
When you have a dream, you have to do what it takes for it to come true.
So you
especially when you got the vision, of the school and you know what you need to do. I never phase. And if it's today, I would do it again. I never phase. I just sell the house, invest in a bus, paint up the school, change the uniform. Because everybody wearing blue and white. So nobody not going to say, all right, I want to come to Padmore because they're wearing the same uniform at where they wear, and Rockall wear blue, and Swallowfield wear blue. So I said, what is this all for blue and white? I start changing my colors. Gray and red.
Gray and red.
Gray and red. So when you see my uniform, and I make it look pep schoolish, style it up, So when you see my uniform, you're going, want come to my school. Yeah. And then what you do now is that you start working on the children, and so I cut my school into 1 to 3 is pep starters, and 4 to 6 is pep slayers. So what we do is that we cut this one. So the 4 to 6 now, we started to give them extra classes and Saturday classes and Sunday classes. So the children have to start come school to catch them up in the curriculum now. You understand? To ensure that they are going to pass. So we started getting improved parts. So when I went from 1, I said 2 or 3 kids start get traditional. It's more work I want, and I want to work hard enough for the next squad to get more. Right? So and it's not me alone. We had a staff of teachers who they bought into the dream. That is a good thing. I sat them down and talked to them. I said, look here, they were close on the school. They gave me 4 months here. So if I don't improve in the 4 months, I'm going to shut down the school. Because there's 19 schools on the list.
To shut down?
To shut down. And Padmore is the worst performing one. So if you don't drop our socks, the school going to close down. So by the time the 4 months done, I start bushing children. You see me start, I have 60 kids. And then it went to 80 then 90 and so the school started to grow. Because I start knocking every door, babe. Knocking every introduce. I'm the principal of Padmore. This is what I'm offering you as a child. I start assess the children at home. Because after so much years in this, you can assess a child and know where they are. I said, all right then, just try not reading at the grade level. Let me tell you what I do with you. Give me 4 months. I'll get them reading at the grade level. Send them to Padmore. Yeah, so I started to market the school.
So your campaign?
Yes. Yes.
Your campaign?
It was a campaign.
So
yes, I get to the basic school. The children who are leaving the school, you go there and you make presentations to the parents. And you go to the graduations them and present and tell them what you're doing. Right? So that was 10 years ago. The last NEI report said that Padmore needed a library. Padmore need more space. Right? We only have one shelf per classroom. We need an next shelf. Well, we need like we need a multi-purpose room. We need a couple more classrooms. If you're coming at my school, the teachers don't have a staff room. We only had one bathroom where the principal and the teachers and anybody who come off on the compound use the one stall bathroom. I said, no, we need more. I petition the ministry that I'd sure you see me write up the car in PMP time too, you know. At 2016, I write up the car and said, look here, I'm going to sell my car now to get 2 classrooms at Padmore.
Hold on, wait. Take time with me now. So you sell your house and you buy a bus.
Yes.
Who was the driver for the bus? You?
I started driving it first. I started driving it until I could get a driver. Yes.
You got a driver?
Yes. After about 2 months, I got a driver after I started driving. I couldn't manage teaching, driving, principal in the school. It was too much.
Everything.
So I got a driver.
So when you saw now the improvement that was happening now, you want to sell your car now?
Yes, because guess I wanted the ministry to do more because they see the improvement at the school and at the same time it's still not getting the resources. We're still not getting no resources to help the children. And if the school closed down, I'm in trouble. Right? Because the children in trouble because most of these kids is taxis, some little taxis drive up there. So they would not, the parents say, look, I don't have 2 bus fare, taxi fare for them to come out of the community and go to school. So most of them, I have a little girl going to Campion now, up in the runnings for Campion, head girl. And she was one of the first one to pass to Campion. So that little girl now with Padmore, they closed down. Maybe she wouldn't go back to school.
Yeah.
You understand me? So this is, I saw the dream and I said, look here, we have to save these children because I myself came from very humble beginning. So I cannot let these children don't have a school to go to. So we have to save the school. So I have to do whatever it takes. The church never want to buy into it. The ministry never want to buy into it. So I have to sell my resources. So
did you eventually sell the car?
No, before I could sell it, the ministry called me and promised me. They promised me library space. I showed you the video. They promised me classroom. They promised me upgrade. They promised me this and then promised me that. But that was 2016. The government changed in 2016. And the government changed and I've been, the promises same way.
So you're not getting those yet?
No. No.
Library.
No library, no staff room. They came and they moved the tank and they gave us like this annex toilet area that if somebody that the men, because the male staff and the female staff use the same toilet. Room. Right. And I said, no, that cannot work. And they came and block up an area and give me one more toilet for the staff. Right. So right now, if a staff come and the toilets are full, I could just run in the girls and the boys' bathroom. That's why I keep it clean. My bathroom don't smell. It's clean 3 times for the day. It don't smell. So we can use the children's bathroom.
Yeah.
There's standard. I like standards. And that is our standard. Yes.
Wow. I'm just intrigued by this this story here as a principal. So what is going to happen because you're growing now? That means you need space now. The structure needs to be improved. Well, we have online learning now, so the structure not what is the plan?
I have written letters. I'm out of ink. I have written so many letters to the ministry. They have seen our improvement over the years. They have seen Padmore did one of the best, gave them one of the best PEP results this year of any school across Jamaica, believe.
What were the results for this year?
24 of them got their school of choice.
Wow.
It was at 27.
Out of 27.
Out of 27 that we sent out. And over the years, we have been getting very good results.
Wow, wow, wow.
And I'm going to tell you that I think I get more invigilators to look and see more than getting the help that I need.
You get more
You understand? Invigilators coming up. So for the 27, I got 3 invigilators.
wow,
And
for 27
some
students.
of my principals said, so what, Keisha? And I have 50 and I only get 1 invigilator, or you getting 3.
So how you
I
get
said,
3 invigilators?
Let them come. I want them to come. I want them to come because I already put whatever in my kids' them head long time. I
Oh, so
already bake it in.
invigilators come to see what really are going. I get you know. I get you know. But there was nothing to report because the children them know what them are going to the
Them know what them going into already because you can there's a syllabus now. Once you get the syllabus in the children's head,
you're
you
gone.
see,
You're gone.
the exam is from the syllabus.
Yes. So there's not that they're going to get on that exam that they can't answer. Talk to me about the Sunday because you say you have lessons 7 days a week. How the Sunday schooling?
Yes, definitely.
How that work out, the Sunday school?
All right, what we do on Sundays mostly is that we normally carry in, busing the exam classes on the school compound, like before COVID. On the school compound, I would get parents coming up, because they have to be part of the dream. The parents coming up cooking Sunday dinner for the kids, and we feed them and we teach them. Yes, at school. Yes, we feed them and we teach them on Sunday, so the kids get 7 days per week.
My God, look how amazing that is. So how important, Keisha, it is for parents to buy into the dream, and the teachers have to be a part of the dream also, because you alone can't do it. Talk to me about the parents who have to buy into this dream.
Remember, everything surrounds leadership. Leadership is so very important in anything we do. And leadership has to be inspired by God. You cannot lean on your own understanding. You have to know to go down on your knees and say, God, give me the answer for this facet of the school. Give me the words what to talk to my staff. I have a staff meeting tomorrow. I have a PTA meeting. Tell me what to say. Guide my words. You have to have that spiritual nexus that you draw from as a leader for things to go smoothly as possible. All right, so I'm inspired. God is my inspiration. He's inspired me. When I feel like I don't have the strength to go on, I just go into prayer. Right? So the staff, first what I had to do is tell the staff the dream and let them buy into the dream. And send some of them on some courses and go into their class, write down. So I assess my teachers before assessors come. Write down the weak points, what I think, and then I said to them, so, all right then, I don't talk to my staff in front of students. So I just write down what I think I said, all right then, let me tell you what we're going to do. When we discuss the weak areas, I am going, just give me a topic, I will teach for you, and then you jot me down to. Right? And then we compare all the teaching. And it's so some of them really get a handle on what they need to do. And then the parents now, some of my parents are parents who I used to teach and they have children now, they send their children to Padmore. So they bypass every other school and come to Padmore because it is very important that anything you do it 100%. Because people will see and then you'll have goodwill to go on. So them say, oh, Miss Hale teach me, I mean, no, can I teach at Miss Hale is you going to Padmore. You understand me? So I have most of the kids up there now. I taught their parents.
Wow. I really I was touched by the whole thing when you tell me say the parents came in on a Sunday and cook Sunday dinner at school. Yes. The children them don't have to worry, the parents don't have to worry because picnic and parents they're at the same place.
Yes.
So they can stay for a whole day and learn what an environment to have our children in.
Definitely. And that is something not coming out of the ministry playbook. It is something that as a leader you have to assess and
No,
do
that's not
what
a
is
ministry
necessary
dictate.
for your school.
What is
have to
what is
do.
best for your school?
Yes.
Well, I really want to congratulate you on that, Keisha. That is really some leadership there. You have to have a vision. Without vision, the people will perish. And we really want people with vision. I'm really, really, really inspired by this kind of thing. We're going to talk about not only are you a superwoman at school, but in the community generally, because you're feeding community people too. We're going to talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a little break and then we come back. Just sip a little water if you have to.
Yes.
And then we're gonna how many teachers you have at school now?
Well, we have 6 teachers, one for each class.
What an improvement.
Yes, no more multi-grade, no more. Not multi-grade don't work.
There are schools, there are schools still with multi-grades. No. In Jamaica.
Yes, I know. And if a poll is multi-grade, you see that the results that they are getting, yes, the result they are getting is not. I went to a multi-grade. The minister asked me to speak at a multi-grade seminar already. And when I finished speaking, it's eye water. I said, up to some of the principals. They are stressed. They are stressed because multi-grade school, they're not getting the resources that they need. So if I did not make this kind of speech, say I'm going to sell my house, I'm going to put the money in the school, my school would not come up either. It would not. And I want to use this avenue to tell people that, look here, what the government gives to school to run it can't even touch the surface. If you're not getting it, if you went to a primary school in Jamaica, go back and give to the school development fund that the principal can have money to do certain things for these children coming up. And that's why I think crime is so high in the country, because we're not creating avenues for these kids. I can tell you, I can look at a child from he's in grade 1 and without intervention, I can tell you if he's going to make it or not in life.
Because what do you see? What do you see to come up with that kind of assessment?
Parenting. That's one of the biggest things. Parenting is what makes the difference. Because you must have a synergy with the school. You must have a relationship with the school and the teachers. Okay? For far too long, the government, let the parents believe that teachers are some slaves. But have to do this and have to do that. Teacher can teach. And if they're not doing that extra, your child not coming out. And if you don't have a relationship with the teacher to say, back and say, Miss, the child got homework, Miss, which book you're using now? And, have a relationship with the teacher. They can talk about your child's education. If you're going to course have a teacher, I'll come on the compo. I remember one parent come and tell me, I should send a message that she come in to beat one of my teachers. We just have a staff meeting. I said, all of us going to turn on. Make sure you go to ministry afterwards. Everybody going to turn on me. If she ever comes. Teachers are to be respected.
Keisha, we're going to take a break and come back. We're going to take a break and come back on this one. We're going to come back to Cultural Mix in a little while, folks. It is Cultural Mix and we're taking a break. We're talking to Keisha Hill, principal of Padmore Primary. Interesting story. Call your friends and tell them to come and listen. A real principal talking about development for her school. We soon come back.
You never knew before. Now, I before E, except after C. And what 2 + 2 down and take a seat. All I gotta do is repeat after me. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. Come on, let me just a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to sing it out. Come on, let me show you what it's all about. Reading, writing, arithmetic are the branches of a learning tree. And without the roots of love every day, girl, your education ain't complete. Teacher's gonna show you how to get an A. Spell me, you, at the 2. Listen to me, baby, that's all that I do. A, B, C. Easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. A, B, C. It's easy, it's like counting up to 3. Sing a simple melody. That's how easy love can be. Sing a simple melody. 1, 2, 3. You and me.
Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Cultural Mix. It is Friday evening. It is September 24, and we are in the studios of Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. It is Cultural Mix, and Bev Moonchild is here as your host. Welcome back. We've been talking to Keisha Hale, principal of Padmore Primary, and really, she is telling us her journey as a principal. Now, people, for somebody decides that they're going to sell them house, this is your personal asset now, and you're going to sell your house to build up the school to the point where you know the potential is there to be built up to. Keisha, we really want to congratulate you on that move. Not everybody would do that, but when you have a vision, and a vision for children, a vision for a community, and if, as you say, you're led by God, then you don't have any doubt in what you're going to do. And we want to congratulate you. There are some people here who are bigging you up. Shanna Hilton, big up Keisha. Good evening, Keisha. Congratulations on a job well done. She's Keisha too. Keisha Tanya Edwards. Sharnette, watching from Tapalston. Hi, Sharnette, how are you? Denise Jarrett, she's an educator, Keisha. This is important. Keisha is a true educator. She has a vision, but she needs the help to help her students. I'm glad that Bev has given her a platform to air her story. I like the inclusion of teachers and parents. This principal is doing a superb job. This is Telma now. You are 1 in a million, Miss Hale. You are going beyond and above. God bless you. Continue doing what you do best. Now, when you decided to sell your house, how did that go with your family?
Well, my family is similar to me. My mother is Gigi, them call her.
Gigi.
Gigi. Yes, that means that if she sees somebody who wants it more than her, she take the last and give them.
Yes.
My sister is the same thing. It's a bloodline. You see, blessings come through the bloodline, just like our curses come through the bloodline. My mother told me that her father, he was a farmer, and he would just put out the things them on the stall and he want to come take it.
He not sell it.
Yeah, she said he would sell it sometime, and if you don't have the money, he's still giving you. So it's a bloodline blessing. My uncle helped over 40 kids go to school. You understand me?
Wow.
So it's a bloodline thing. So it wasn't very hard for them to understand. When I tell them the dream and I saw how the school must look and how it must paint, and it's like I saw everything in the dream. Like I tell them that I need money. At the church, it was a church school. The church, it was just a small church that didn't have the money to take on the project. The church also wouldn't give them the money. I went to the ministry. I sat there and I talked to them. Them said that this they don't have the money to invest in the school. So I felt cornered. I really felt cornered. right? Because I only have a short time because I know we're on the list of failing school, and I know that they wanted to close them down. So I had to move, and this is the only way I could move. This is the only way I could get money fast enough
Mm-hmm.
to save some children.
So
And
it's a culture for you, it's a heritage for you, it's a practice for you, it's a tradition for you to help and to go above and beyond. So when you had to make that decision, it wasn't anything too tough.
Well, you're losing a house and all of that, but guess what? It's coming like energy can't die, It is transferred.
Mhm.
So what good it is for me to have an asset and it not affecting people. I'm going to die, leave it anyway. But I can save hundreds of children in a community because my school going to become the best school around town.
Mhm.
No doubt about that. Because I'm
Mhm.
going to put in the work and I'm going to encourage the teachers to put in the work. I have some Portuguese teachers, this man. If you meet those teachers, this is big. You just
Mhm.
said Jesus wisdom. I look at Miss this.
Mhm.
Yes, man, go beyond to ensure that the children are learning.
Look
You
here.
understand me? You have some staff where it's hard to come, but you have someone. Yes.
As you're talking to me now, we call it cold bump. Cold bumper, take me
You're
up.
asking something?
No, I'm saying cold bumper, take me up right now in the studio. When we hear the kind of passion that you have for the school and the teachers who are there, are they the teachers there were there when you went? Are some of them still there? Well, you had what, 3 when you went? I know you have 6.
Yes, now I have 6 and I have a hope teacher also. That's one assistant. We have a caregiver, I have an assistant teacher. So what happens is that there's no, even if a teacher don't come in, that class don't waste time. You understand me? Either I fill in, the assistant teacher fill in from a different class, the caregiver fill in. We have to do what we have to do. We are a team. I always tell them, say, look here, together everybody will achieve more, So we have to do what it takes and we have to put away. And I tell them, say, look here, personal life, we cannot bring personal life on the plan. Children here depend on us. The future of the children depend on us. I say the champion principal called me and say, oh, you get 3 kids coming to my school and we get prep school, I can't get one. My
So
prep school, I can't get one. What to do?
More students gone to Campion?
Yes, this year we have 2.
This
We have 2 immaculate students.
For
And we have 5 ardent
2021?
students.
For 2021?
Yes, we have 5 ardent students, 2 immaculate. We have 1 JC, 1 Woolman's, 1 St. Andrew High School. We have 4 Meadowbrooks. We have 2 Queens.
And 3 Campion.
We have Campions going there. We have 3 Campion students going there now. We didn't get any Campion this year. We have 3 going there now. Yes.
Padmore Primary.
Bev, I'm going to tell you something what I've never tell anybody else in our next interview. I want to encourage persons who feel like it's hard they have single mother or it's so hard going up, but hard going up teach you a lesson. It teaches you how to be kind and it teaches you how to love. Okay? When I was going to primary school, I said to myself, no teacher can't serve for me. I can't buy cooked food. The milk used to run my belly and I still have to drink it. And I used to walk. Let me tell you something. I had a teacher who would pass me. Her husband used to drive her to school and she would pass me at Sterling Castle bus stop. And when I reach up, she beat me for late to school.
And she steal a road and pass you.
And pass me. I don't pass my uniform. Never, ever. I would have to be full to the brim to pass my uniform. I don't pass my uniform.
So when you drive into school, you pick up any Padmore
I
children?
pick up all who I can pick up in my RAV4. All of them. And if the bus is down and the bus not working, I drop up a chick and come back again and pick up again.
Wow.
Yes, if we don't have any water, I carry the water buckets then in my RAV4, go up and make other trips. There's no excuse So if a child lose a day of school, them lose part of the curriculum. It's more days we want, not less. So I don't subscribe to sending home kids. It have to be grave. It have to be grave measures for me to do that.
How is the lunch program at Padmore?
All right. So as you know that from the COVID hit, right? We had some stocks left, and I said, okay, we're gonna cook for the children. But I never know that God was setting me up. I really didn't know. I think it was a grand setup because after we cooked for the first week and the supplies finished, I said, feel so good. I feel so blessed. I feel like no, I feel different when I go out there and give the child and I'm looking in my eyes and say, thank you, miss.
Thank you.
God send you. I may never eat for money. I feel like a hero. Feel like a hero. I said, no man. I went and I took out a credit card, babe.
What?
$500,000 limit.
Why you not stop it?
Babe, you don't understand. You don't even understand. There's nothing I wouldn't do right now to make sure I go out on the road and cook and give people. If I have to sell everything, I will do it. Because you don't understand, you know. We are here to be tested, you know. We are on earth to be tested, you know. It's a grand test, you know, babe. It's a test to see how we can fulfill. Remember, you know, if God must just come down in the spirit and start do things, somehow we will faint where we can't take the glory, you know. So he has to work through people to ensure. So him send down everybody down here to say, let me tell you, let me see what your life is like. I'm going to put you in this family. I'm going to give you these blessings and see what you do with it. And remember, you know, everybody you meet is made in God's image and likeness, you know. It's part of God you see, you know. That's why I love people. It's everybody you meet have God's DNA in them. All the mad people on the road. That's why I don't disrespect people. I love everybody. I'm going to say, listen to me. When I go out on the road and I have to go, it's when I go down to Reddy's Road, and Mama Keisha, them call me, you know. And one of my staff would say, missing afraid. I'm afraid of what?
Afraid of
but
what?
don't just a bad place. Me say, me not afraid, me don't afraid. It's like me have this kind of, me have this thing on me. Them see me come, and then see me feed them come and say, me can get a plate of food too. I say, yeah man, me can give you a plate of food, and whatever. So when me come up there, you know, everything good. Everything good. I go anywhere and give out food. Anywhere.
So tell me about the 500,000 credit card that you take out.
It max now, babe.
It max now.
Max now.
Have mercy.
It max now. Remember, since nearly 2 years I'm doing this, you know.
COVID.
And then I tell you, when them start calling me superwoman now, you know, so I have to go in the superwoman suit.
Yes.
And that time you feel like the real superwoman, you know, babe.
Come
This
see
when
you
they go
now,
here,
superwoman suit,
and you see
yes.
some, hello, them the old people them come out because them know me coming, you know. Them come out and sit down on the sidewalk. You know. The children them, I will put a message in the WhatsApp group that I'm coming, and I might reach. I'm coming up about 2 o'clock. So I will reach this district that time. I'll reach that district that time, and them come out and then wait on me with them shake pan too.
So you're not only feeding students now, you're feeding communities.
Yes, the old people. I can't leave because I can't leave, and other students from other school also. But I can't leave out the old people because this pandemic has touched. God is testing us, babe. He's testing us because some of us think that we must save up and we must get more assets in this time or whatever. Me no need that. I need to share what I have because God don't promise me say He's going to bless me. He don't tell me say come like Job. Lose everything to gain what you want. Make him know that. Let him know that you deserve to be here on earth. Give what you have. Help who you can help. Draw up others. You understand me? You have been there. You have been poor. You know what is hungry. You know what it is to do have new clothes. You know all of that. So when you come now, you have your 3 degrees and you have a little money and you turn a principal. You can't forget where you come from, babe. You can't forget. You have to look here. You have to make more Keisha Hills. There's so much more Keisha Hills in dear. not eating properly, not wearing good clothes and all of that. So you have to make it happen. Miss every student, miss myself. Miss myself in all of them. So I have to do what it takes. I'm going to tell a story, babe.
Yeah.
I started going to Payless, you see? And then my bogus sales. You know the bogus sales, you buy one and you get one half price. The time I go pick up 2 shoes now. All right? So I said, all right, after school dismiss, I'm going to go and go get the bogus sales. When we line up the kids them to walk out the community, I want them to know so they are prince and princesses in them. And them in the uniform and they must live up to the standard of being in the uniform. So you walk out of the school compound and walk through the community in lines. Yes. Because most of them live in the community. Because we want to get back the community, send back the kids them to Padmore. So we have to look like a prep school now. Right? Yeah. Okay. You see me line up a little girl, is when she walk in, me look is her foot bottom, me see. Me look good. The whole of the shoes bottom have been old. Bottom. So the old pierce all the socks, you know, babe. So you know, so when we go down there for the burger, me buy one for me and one for she.
Yeah.
Yes. You have to do what it takes to ensure that you are giving in God's vineyard, I call it. You have to be planting in his vineyard. God will send you somebody. Well, you must help. Because he want to bless you, you know. He want to bless you. And he's testing you, you know. He's sending somebody who must help. And if you don't do it, you don't get the blessing.
Yeah. You cramp your own.
COVID is a test. It is a test to see who will share with each other. It's a grand design, babe. Believe me. So I take out this credit card and it max now. And it max now, so me start ask my friend, send me something now. Let me go buy a bag of chicken. Let me go buy some rice. Oh, God. I all loan out, babe, and I'm happy. I loan out at every credit union, but I'm happy.
So, who will help you pay back this credit card now?
Babe, I have given out, me, Keisha Hale, principal, I've given out over 10,000 meals from COVID start. How much politicians can tell us that? How much people with the RD, and the millions in them bank account can tell us that? Me blessed. Me feel so blessed. Because every time somebody say, bless you, Miss Hale, me feel the blessing. You get me? So guess what? The credit card will pay off. Me don't worry about those things, babe. Me don't worry. God, you don't understand the God me serve, babe. The God me serve not going to make my kids do without. Right now, babe, as we speak, me have 5 kids at my house.
You told me that you adopted 27 foster care, 27 children.
Yes, because anytime I visit homes, you know, and sometimes the one room part with curtain not going to work, you know, babe. Me trying to get education in them head and them seeing things in the night. I can't manage that. I just say, pack up. I said, Mommy, I'm going to keep this one. You hear? Okay, Miss Hale. Never get out no yet. Okay, because everybody know me staying. Okay, Miss Hale, I just pack them up and carry them at my house. I went away with the bottom. At least it's my mother I live with now. Because she's a mistake.
You sell your house.
I move back in with my mother. So I just renovate downstairs that I can have a girl's dorm and a boy's dorm and keep the kids them. Yes.
You know, easy.
It's that children who want to run, babe. But them telling me I have to go back and do social work as a degree. I said, no, I have 3 degrees already and I must go do an extra degree. I want to see what I can do. No. And that's why I'm not running our children. Then give my children who I want it tomorrow.
So how many students you have now under your care?
Oh, about 220 students.
No, not at school, at home. Those that you have taken home.
Okay, so I foster children. So if I have a case where the mother, something wrong with the mother, like for a case I have, like the mother have to do an operation, I take the child for the period.
Okay.
Inside the hospital and so. You have a case where a house burned down. Once the child go to Padmore, I'm going for them.
You're going for them?
Yes. They're going to stay with me. I don't want to hear no funny story that them stay here and there and go get molested or something. I feel that children under my care and protection, I have to ensure that they are cared and protected.
In the truest sense.
Yes. Yes. Not only at school, but when they are home and they're in the community. So guess what? I know where all of those 220 children live. Every one of them. I visit their home. There's no home in this COVID period where I don't visit. None. I visit all of the homes. Yes. That's my, I say I'm their principal. Them have to see me, babe. Them have to see me. Them have to know some care for them.
How is the teaching and learning process happening in COVID now?
All right, as you know, we are online. We are online. We have the same teething pains about the tablets and the internet service and all of that. We have all of those teething pains. But what I do, I speak to my chairman, and the chairman speak to other people, and I impress on other people. I do a tablet drive, right? I do a tablet drive, and the tablet drive got in 25 tablets.
Wow.
And we give it out to the kids who are taking exam. And as you know, I have like a Keisha Elam Friend scholarship program. So with the scholarship program now, what we do is that we have a cash app. We have a cash app where people would give the money in the cash app, but I don't keep it, I have a treasurer overseas that have it. Right? So the money will go there, and then she's going to send the money. Yes, I don't want to have nothing to do with that money. And she's going to send the money straight to Kingston Bookshop and Sangsters, buy the book vouchers, and then we issue it to the kids, that all the kids them can have their books. So we have a program. It has to be a never-ending program, because every year we have a different cohort.
Yeah.
We have a different cohort every year, so we have to be doing the same thing and improve it and things. Because with this COVID era now, parents can't find food. And that's why I'm saying what is going on down MPL. The parents guys, Keisha, you're supposed to call and say, Keisha, come for a couple bags of chicken, come for some rice, come for I see you feeding the children in the community. Come for that and come for that. I shouldn't have to be stressing myself and taking out card and doing all kind of things. But I have to do it, babe. I have to do it because I know the need. I know the need in the community.
What happened with the feeding program in the schools? What became of that feeding program?
From COVID, they kept it a couple months after COVID, about 3 months, and then it stopped. So it stopped after COVID, but I continue to try to feed my set of kids at Padmore, going to the community and deliver lunch. You see all the pictures, everybody see them.
Yeah.
Right. So I continue up to today. I went out 2 days ago and fed my student and other kids at other school. You see them have them little brother and at basic school, them coming for food too. So you have to know which community you go. So if you go to one community today, you don't go tomorrow, you go to a different community tomorrow. Right. So the feeding program, the ministry, there's no feeding program going on now. I've not gotten anything from the ministry when it comes to feeding program for over a year and a half now.
So the children who for example would be on PATH, what become of those students?
Those are the ones that blowing up your phone every day, the parents. And once the child said them hungry, once the child see there, I'm going to show you something. Oh, I forget I don't have my phone. I could switch the camera. I would show you a bag of food right now on my bed for some children in the community who call me and said them hungry. This is after I finish this interview, I'm going to feed them. It's never ending.
You mean never ending? Now you're going to feed some more?
Dinner. You have to give them dinner. If a child call and tell me say them hungry, I'm going to provide for them. I'm going to try my best. Sometimes it's some big pot me put on in a bed. So you think you're cooking for your house.
Yeah.
And you put on the liquor and put the 2 pound of rice or whatever. But I said to myself, my family is big. My family is big. My pot have to be big. So you have some my family would have said, all right then, bigger half bag of rice or bigger half bag of chicken, bigger some chicken or whatever. Some have to be doing to go out and cook. because I have swamped myself. But I don't worry because I know God going to bless me.
Yeah.
My blessing, and I will tell you, my blessing going to come from the east, the west, the north, and the south.
Everywhere. Nobody can stop
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Nobody
He,
can
he has
stop
promised me that. He has promised me that will happen.
it.
And pastors has prophesied over my life. That
Mhm.
will happen. So I when I do things, I just do it full 100, full 100,
Mhm.
full
If
100.
there's anybody out there know who want to help Padmore, what they need to do? Because people are listening from all over.
If they want to help Padmore, we have our account for Padmore. We do have our account for Padmore. I have it at Nova Scotia. The
For the
account
school.
number is, yes, for the school. The account number is 302-4414.
30.
That's 302-4414. And it's at Arthur Tree, Nova Scotia Bank.
Yes, 302-4414. That's half a
Yes,
tree Scotia Bank. Padmore
yes,
Primary. That account is there for Padmore Primary. What
definitely.
about the people who like the Cash App now?
Okay, so the Cash App, it is dollars Keisha Hill.
Dollars,
Dollar
and
sign
then
Keisha
spell
Hill.
out $sign.
Yes, dollar sign. I'm going to make sure I double check that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to definitely make sure that. But that is the Keisha Hill and Friends Scholarship. Now, if you wanted to help with the food program now, that is when you call me, right? 876-313-4539.
876.
That's 876-313-4539. So that is for the food program. If you want to feed some children, some hungry children and old people, that's what
Mm-hmm.
I do. That is what I do.
You,
Can feed.
we really want to congratulate you. I want to talk about some awards that you have gotten.
Yes.
The Lasco Principal of the Year award. Was it the second runner-up? How did that one go? Remind us of that one.
Yes. That was in what 2020. I think that was 2015. I get so much to remember the years and the
Remember
times.
that?
Yes, but I think I got the last one maybe 2015, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the runner-up principal for Jamaica.
Okay.
Yes. So Lasco heard about me and they had some voting system going on and
Mm-hmm.
all of that, and I became the runner-up principal.
Mm-hmm.
They coordinate with the Ministry of Education. I was the top principal for the ministry for the entire Kingston and St. Andrew. So I
Wow.
went up as, yes, I went up as their designee to win
Mm-hmm.
the last one. Because the last one is the 14 parishes,
Mm-hmm.
10 of
Yeah.
principals. Right. So I was the principal for Kingston and St. Andrew.
What
Right.
about the Ubuntu Award? How the Ubuntu Award is what?
The Ubuntu Award now is from UTEC. It is about Ubuntu says that I am because you are, and that's so
I am
powerful.
because you are,
I
yes.
am. So
Because
some children will be because of the sacrifice I made,
mm-hmm.
or anybody who is sacrificing to help people, they are because you did,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is why it's so important to give back, and it's so important to invest in people, right? So the Ubuntu Award now was from UTEC, and UTEC heard about my community exploits, and they awarded me one of 3 Ubuntu awards that they give across Jamaica every year.
Mm-hmm.
Now the biggest one now, one of the biggest one was the Gleaner Award. It is right behind me here. And that's
Mm-hmm.
when I got the Gleaner Award for education for Jamaica. That was
Mm-hmm.
in 2016. Right? And if you notice what it says, it's a shaping Jamaica's future, Keisha Hill. Shaping, and I take it very literal. I am shaping Jamaica's future. And it's not me alone. You have hundreds of little EOs in Jamaica who doing extra, and hundreds of educators, teachers who doing extraordinary things to
Mm-hmm.
shape Jamaica's future. And that's exactly what I do. Now overseas, now I just get the
JET
cash up. Yes, it's $ Keisha Hill. Keisha
$sign
capital
Keisha Hill.
Keisha and capital H.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So overseas now, they want to get somebody in Jamaica who is doing extraordinary educator, and my name came up. So I had to go to England to collect this award, and I collected it 2 times. Two times, yes. 2 times I got that award from England.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a Jet UK award for education. And
Wow.
that year they gave out three awards. One got it in England, one in the US, and one in Jamaica. So I got it for the Caribbean. They got it
For
at
the
Caribbean.
Caribbean, not just Jamaica.
Right. I got it for the Caribbean. So I keep on championing. I tell people that I don't know the criteria for none of the awards. If I never look up any one of them to know the criteria. All I know is that I am being the best human being I possibly can. Because I know that to be down here is a test. How did my mother and father meet that I could be here? It's a grand design. If it wasn't by my mother and father, I just have this vessel that look like them. It would have been a next family with the same spirit in a different vessel. So I am cognizant of that. I am cognizant of that. So I do the best what I can do every day, 24 hours. I'll give my 100%. And that's what I believe life is about.
Yes. The graduation that you had this year.
Yes.
I was really impressed when I saw it. Talk to me about the graduation, because you are the super woman, but you have super students and super teachers, and you're the mother. What would I put it now? The mother of the super lot. Talk to me about the graduation, the concept that you had.
Well, every year for my at Padmore, we don't keep just ordinary graduation. It has to be extraordinary. Everything I do is have to be extraordinary, and the teachers buy into it. And every year we try to top the graduation before. Every year we try to top it. So they are saying to me, every year them say, Miss Hill, oh, we're going to top this one. We say, watch, we're going to sit down and it's going to come to me. I said, the theme is going to come to me as a dream or something, and we're going to top it. So this year, we had Angels of the Legacy. Because our school is the legacy of greatness we're building. We are constructing a legacy in your child.
Legacy of greatness.
We let the parents know that we're constructing a legacy of greatness in your child, because we believe that every child is born to be great. Okay? So we're helping you to construct it. So this year we had Angels of the Legacy of Greatness. So the children are on the angel wing. The whole graduation was an angel team. And you saw me as Mother Angel.
Yes, I saw.
Yes, with my wings them up and everything. Yes. Yes, and the children them, I would carry them. We start out on the road. We kept mobile graduation on the road. That all the community people can see. Padmore children. It was wonderful. It really was.
Because of the whole protocol for gathering and so on.
Yes, we did mobile graduation.
So you walk with them through the community?
Yeah, no, we bus them through the community.
And you stop at different parts?
We stop at different parts and showcase them. And spoke and let the parents talk and let the teachers talk to the community.
My God.
It was a lady come out and say, look here, Colburn fool me. Look how Colburn fool me when I see the children them. She said she wasn't having a good day. And as me stop and let out the children, then it's like me make her day. And next one run out our restaurant. All about. I said, what happened to you? She said, does she see the pick them? She's so happy. So you don't even know
you have them in the bus, and it's like when you bus them through, you have a particular place where you're going to stop.
Right in the square.
Them come out
in the different square. They come out and then do them little graduation piece. And I would talk on the mic. I would tell them about the school. I would showcase them. Because everybody have on them angel wings now. You know? So everybody are angels. You know? Yes, man, it was wonderful. It really was wonderful.
This is like when you have when people used to go to have church service and you go out and have church in the different communities, and you have church up here. So this evening, I have church in that community street meeting.
Mr. Bev, I'm going to tell you something. A friend what I met overseas when I went for one of my awards. She's the one who purchased the wings them up there, and then buy our ticket and come down here and gave us the wings.
Wow.
We have some angels on earth, you know. We have some people not living for themselves, you know, babe. What
Yeah.
good it is to live for yourself when you can affect your life and what you can do can affect hundreds of people? Why live for yourself? Because we're going to die one day, you know, babe, and we don't know if it's tomorrow or next week or next month or next year. So why not do the best you can as long as you live with us doing good and affecting people's life? Oh, that is the greatest thing you can ever do. Believe me.
Bob Marley said,
Believe
if
me.
my life are for me alone, me no want it.
Imagine that.
So that is what we see happening here with you, just playing out right in front of our eyes. And I only hope, I wish the day will come when the Ministry of Education will understand that it is not one size fit all.
Not one size fits all.
It cannot be one size fit all. You should be having seminars with principals who feel like, boy, I can't go no further. They should be setting up principal, they should be having conferences with you as a resource person because you have it to show. The results are there, speak for themselves. And as they used to say, every child can learn and every child must learn. But I don't think people really understand that thing, you know. Every child can learn with the same strategy. You have to create
different communities, different social factors.
Yeah.
And it impedes, you know. And I always say, what's the difference with the children who go to Mona Prep and pass for these campaigns and Immaculate and a little child who in the ghetto? The only difference is that one is poor. You know. Nothing is wrong with the mind of the child.
Yeah.
Nothing is wrong in the mind. So if you can harness the mind and take them out of their reality and show them a better life and buy some shoes and buy. I used to go to school in purple and white and blue and white and blue. So you see, God humbled me from early. You know. He humbled me from early. That's why I'm who I am. I used to go into the church box and dig for clothes and shoes.
Do you have children?
If somebody never put it in there, I wouldn't get it.
Yes. You have children of your own, Keisha?
I have 3 kids. I have 3 wonderful kids. My son goes to Monroe. My first son is out of Meadowbrook 6th form now. And my daughter just passed for Immaculate.
It just amazed me. So it's not like them is big people doing their own thing. They are children still.
When I got my first grade 6 class, you know, and my son was 1 year old, I used to have a helper. And because I want to give these children extra lessons, I paid the helper more to stay with him. And I give free extra lessons.
And you
never
pay
have to pay.
You pay and you give free extra lessons.
I mean, give free extra lessons. Just because we want the kids them come out. I have parents when results come cry, you know, because them give up on the children, them never know so them could pass. There's nothing wrong with the children mind. It's the resources them want. Them just want the resources to be better man and woman. Jamaica, if we're serious, we can eradicate, we can carry down the crime rate right down. All we need to do is zero in on the poor, the people, the children who are not making it. Find out from early. You know, when they see some of these gunmen, they are not bad men. Them just do these things because them just don't have it. So what I'm saying is that you find the children who are falling through the cracks from early and give the resources so they can through the school, so they can be better men and women of tomorrow. This is not rocket science. It can work. But guess what? Men, the heart of men are greedy. Them drawing for themselves. Them love themselves and them love them zeros in them bank account. And them worship them cars and how much house them can do. I'm not into that. My life is not for me. It's not for me. The more people I can affect positively, that's what makes me happy. That's what makes me happy. When I die, I must leave a legacy like Marcus Garvey. Bigger than him too. My legacy must talk about for years to come. And that's why we were born. Greatness is in everybody. So everybody come down here to do something great. Some people just don't find it.
And people like you, Keisha, you are helping your students and even the parents to understand film purpose and how great they can be.
Yes.
So there are
Yes.
people who will not understand it, but there are some of us who need to help people to actualize them greatness, to hone into the potential, to hone them potential and help them to be the best that they can be.
Definitely. Some people don't even know how great they can become. What they are down here to be great at. Everybody's great is down here to be great at something.
Mm-hmm.
Even the man where you see. That's why I don't pass people out on the roadside, without helping them,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. Help all. God send them in your sphere for to see what you will do.
To see how you're
Help
going
all
to
you can help as long as you can help. That's what we're born to do. Do God's work on you on earth.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Principals and teachers who are on the point are at the verge because with 2 years now of online
Yes.
teaching and learning, it's not easy. You will know, and there are some people who just can't go. I was watching I was hearing the news of a teacher who, when the pressure take her, so she just feel like she could have just leave. Talk to those people who feel like there is no way out right now, and the pressure is so much that they can hardly bear up.
Thank you for that question and for that guide there. How do people catch COVID? They catch COVID.
Tell me.
Somebody DNA who have it. Is the DNA get on you? That's why you catch it. It means that before COVID, we have been sharing our DNA with each other all the days of our life. That's what we have been doing, right?
Mhm.
That means that we must make love so infectious like COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers, educators, you are born and you must understand your mission.
Mm-hmm.
Your mission is to the children that are in your care. You are to be spreading the love and spreading the joy and spreading the curriculum that they need, putting it into them to ensure that their tomorrow is brighter than their today. We must understand that the Ministry of Education is just a guide. They're just there to guide the policies. Every school has what is called a hidden curriculum. Every school have different kind of realities.
Yeah.
As principals and as educators, we have to we have to build ourselves so tough to know if when we are feeling low, and when I have those down days too, when I finish pray, you'd feel like say it's a sailor and I get in my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you know that you talk to God and let him guide you and lead you, that you can always tap into the spiritual realm and draw down from that. Because what you're doing is no easy feat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a heroic feat you're taking on. Because you have 35, 40 children, different minds, different personalities. And I think after this COVID, is when school starts back, parents are going to respect us more because they have two at their house and they are pulling out the whole of them ear. And we are 45 in a class, and anytime they hear something, they want to come and they want to give you their mouth and do all kind of things. Listen up, teachers and educators, not only in Jamaica, but the world. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this. We have to find out best practices. Don't try to do it on your own. Find out what your neighboring schools are doing. Don't fear to call that educator and ask her how to solve that problem. And build yourself tough. We are born a clean slate. When I go into the principalship, I never know what to do. You have to call on powerful principals and let them guide you.
Mm-hmm.
Let them guide you and build your own repertoire. And when they build your repertoire, share it with the next principal who are coming to the system. With some of us things say we do, and it is a grand trophy thing. And who can be the best principal? No principal can ever call me and I don't share. Share what you have, build yourself. Know that the children, your stakeholders are very, very important. The children and the parents, your fellow teachers, the teachers that are set underneath you, know them likes and dislikes. Hello, when my teacher have a birthday, it's a grand party.
Wow.
Yes, man, you have to make them. It's our teachers' day because my teachers them to hotel. Yes, man. I don't know, penka teachers' day we deal with. You understand me? Teachers must be respected and loved, and they must feel the love from you. If you got a teacher can tell me, say she don't have any food in her house, I'm gonna share what me have. We have to look out for each other, educators. This is a trying time for everybody. But we have to look out for each other. We have to love. We have to put on the fruits of the spirit. I tell people, the fruits of the spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We have to put on the fruits of the spirit and deal with people. Love others like how we love ourselves. So we love ourselves. So we love ourselves and we love money and we love biting. Love others same way. That's what God called us all down here to do. So I just want to encourage all educators, all stakeholders. I want to encourage those parents who are at home. Listen up. You are assistant teachers to the teacher. You know. I don't want to hear you tell me about you don't finish school. I don't want any excuse. You are the go and buy a wedding pen. You are the teacher, assistant teacher, and a senior child again. So what you do, you come on the live and you come on the Zoom meeting and you make sure you go in the Google Classroom them and you say, Miss, I can help them mark this worksheet. Tell me the answers them and mark your child book. Yes, man, you are assistant teacher and some, you know, say maybe Jamaica even better for this because so much parents are on the in Zoom learning. I have a parent that tell me that she's going back to school and she said, Miss, I love your classes. I love the teachers' classes at Padmore. I'm learning.
Yeah.
But I have parents' class, you know. We have a class in 6 to 8 o'clock. And what we do is that we carry on the parents and the students in the evenings and teach both of them at Padmore.
Wait, what are you doing at 6 to 8 p.m.?
Yes. We have principal night class.
So what you do, Miss Keisha?
We teach a curriculum. We teach the ability test and the performance task. And we want the parents and the children through it. That the parents can understand how to help them child at home. If we can get the parents to understand how to help the child at home, what we do is using cement and filling out the crack them that the children don't fall through the crack them. You know? Teacher alone cannot do it. Educators at school can do it. It's peer. Then if you have a class and you have 5 of them going to these top schools, I have some of them going to these I'm getting like 70s and 80s. I have some of them getting 30s and 40s. You see the 30s and 40s most time, 9 out of 10 of the time is parenting. Yes, poor parenting. So you have to draw the parents into, you know, babe. Because you have to let them know, say them a part of this too, you know. We can't construct a legacy of greatness and not doing it without the parents them. Everybody have to come on board to construct it together. So we have to teach the parents how to help their children. And these are the things that's why I'm saying that these are the things that the ministry have to understand. They can't just be pressuring teacher to perform. You have to make sure you pressure the parents them to let the parents them come on board. And you send out some parents in class and just like our election, you have things on the TV and telling them how them can be better parents. Have some billboards telling them how them can be better parents. That's what we need to do.
Campaign
in this COVID time. Help the teacher them by getting the parents them on board. Okay, babe. You see, I'm not seeing so the kids. Them know me staying on the parents, them know me, so they know somebody just turn up at the house. And when I turn up at the house, man, they meet them, yeah, man, me just tell them how me feel. So why the child out online? You have internet here. Why the boy I miss me? No. What you cooking? What you cooking? Courage care. I say shut my courage care. Me talk to you. You understand me? Let me talk to you. So I have to be pouring into the parents them because some of them are single mothers, no father not there. So I have to pour into them and show them. Say, look here, there's a way. This one taking, we have to, them say, miss, me can't buy the book. Them say, all right, I'm going to beg some books for you. I'm going to get some book for you. You understand me? So me have to do, babe. So help is needed. I need help. I need help to continue with the programs there. What I've started. This is the hidden curriculum, you know, babe.
Yes, the hidden curriculum.
Hidden curriculum, you know.
Because the ministry won't tell you what to do with this. You have a chart, a course at your school.
Definitely.
And if you don't have the vision, that is where the perishing going to come. Without a vision, the people perish. And educators, principals, and administrators have to have a vision. Because if you don't have a vision, you don't know where you're going. And the students are going to suffer. And more and more, more and more we see that there is a way that we can capture our students. And all we need is a principal like you. We just need courage to say what is needed. We need courage to just call it out.
Babe, I've gotten jobs in Cayman, US, London, and turn them down. And sometimes I feel stupid. I can admit to that. Sometimes I feel stupid. Because, like for Cayman pay the principal, what in Jamaican dollars, it would be $12 million per year. And as a principal now, I am not getting $2 million in Jamaica.
Wow.
Jamaica pay them principals the worst.
Worse.
And expect the best.
Wow.
But because I love my country so much, I say, you know what? The children need me. The children need me. I just keep on telling myself, so the children need me. But I don't know how long I can go on. I'm trying my best. But some of these jobs, paying you, they want, London, last time I went up for the award, they never want to come back. They wanted to give me a job right there and then.
But you can't leave Padmore right now.
Well, I don't know what God have in store.
Padmore,
you want to affect maybe a bigger. I'm thinking of going into the high school where you can have maybe about 1,000 kids where you can mentor. You understand me? And still, I've made my name at Padmore already, and still having a principal who really listen to what I say that the school can go on. But I don't know what God have in store yet. I live to follow his guidance. So I don't know what he has in store.
Talk to the parents who feel that it's not important for them invest in them children. And you wake up and the picking them just depend them own.
Listen to me, parents.
Talk to them parents for me.
Listen to me, parents. Education is still the best gift you can give your child. Remember when you have that little baby and it was so precious, you don't even want mosquito to bite that baby. Right? You want to give that baby or the kind of milk them want, buy the best pampers, the best wipes, and all of that. It continues through them life. Right? Give them all the resources that they need, that they can be able men and women of tomorrow. Finding a school and finding teachers that are really interested in the child is good. But you as a parent, you also have to give in your 2 cents. You have to ensure that the child you have do the homework, do the exercise, and be studying the curriculum. You have to download the curriculum and know what the child needs to know and ensure that you and them sit down and do researches on the topics. Find time for your children. Though the parent that find time for the children, those are the children who are matriculating. Because remember, some teacher teaching everybody, you know. So why is it a couple of them doing so well and some down the bottom not doing well? It's parenting. And you don't have to be rich to be a good parent. You don't have to be rich. You just have to know that you know that education, you want to give the child what you never get. So even if you're a teenage mother, you have to drop out of school and join a gang or whatever you had to do. I never finish school. Make sure your child finish school. Don't let them fall in the trap where you fall into. Do what it takes to ensure that they matriculate. And this COVID era, I understand that the child is online. I understand that someone who don't know nothing about the computer. But let me tell you something. Computers try and error on the tablet. You understand me? See who you can get from a high school, them cousin, them big sister, whatever, and you show you how you can help them, and sit down there and try and help a child. It's your child. You go into them Zoom class and you listen to the teacher, and after she done the class, you say, remember, say you get homework, you know. Make sure you do your homework. I had a student who the mother couldn't read, and you would have never known she couldn't read. She look at the ticket them and the wrong bang. And any wrong bang she said the child get, them have to do over it 5 times. Anyway, if that's wrong, you have to do over that maths 5 times.
Wow.
And the little girl passed for all the childhood, and she have 2 degrees now, going for a master's, and the mother cannot read.
Wow.
Yes, parenting.
Because I saw this video with this young boy, and him a lament, say, why him could I do so? And right about now, he feel like just rob everybody where him see.
Oh God, I've praised him reach to the end and gate. I'm glad that some people buckle it up, but I'm glad that he spoke out. He did the video and him said, all me I beg on to pray for me. Because nothing now work out to me. Me get one job, there's an issue. Me get one next one, I want next issue. Me don't know what to do right now. What me alone could I do so? And there's a lot of young man like him. And he started to cry. Oh God. There's a lot of young man like him. Digging out them hand migran with rum cup. We're going to have a whole heap of issue because them get up, them drinking the boom and the rum. Yes, at 8 o'clock, at 7 o'clock in the morning, me see them. No tea. That is them tea. Talk to some of those young men for me now. Oh God, you see, that is why I am saying that right now, since the government is saving some money from school not being open, that's why we should have some social workers going into the community. Find these vulnerable children and we do something about it. Get them in some CAP program, get them back to school. You understand me? We have to do what it takes to ensure that Jamaica don't fall in the mire. So I'm saying to parents who have these children, and these children who may be looking on and may see this video in some time, God is still in control. And just know that you are here for a purpose. And just know that greatness lies in you. It lives in you. You are supposed to do something great. Miss A may be a great educator, but you may be supposed to be a great footballer. And I can't get your greatness because that's what you are great into. So you are special and you are loved. And what you need to do is pray for God to give you that guidance. And I want you retire, mentor a child in your community. I was talking this morning on a live. Mentor a child. You have children there and you're not seeing them online. If you're afraid of the COVID, get a sanitizer, put them on your veranda and get them in classes. We have to say that education is not everybody's business. We have to save some of these children because if they're not going online, what's going to happen to them? Yeah. What's going to happen? So I am saying that, you know, these children who don't feel motivated to go online, please, please, that's where your greatness is going to be unearthed with that education. Educate yourself. Do what it takes, parents, to get them online.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Keisha, I could have talked to you some more. It is almost 8 o'clock, but you have been really so inspiring. I could just sit and nobody ask you no question and just listen. Really, really, really inspiring. I've never heard it like this at all. I'm telling you, for somebody to have that vision, the first thing that caught me is when you tell me that you sell your house to make sure that things happen at Padmore, and you sell your house and buy a bus to go around and pick up children and bring them to school. The other thing that pull on me is when you say you take out a credit card since COVID to make sure you can buy food to feed the children, and not only children now, but old people now. We need that kind of vision in this country. We need people with that kind of heart.
Yes.
We need people who are willing to do that and to say, if my life are for me alone, me no want it.
Yes.
And as you said earlier, what sense it is that we're going to be hoarding all of this stuff, and we have this, and we have 5 car, and we have 3 house. What we're going to really do with it though? Huh? What we plan to do with it? And you build a 3-story house and you don't have 1 picnic. You alone. But then sometimes you talk about it, people say, a bad man, you grudge people for them things because you don't have it. But what we really are defend? And if
you're going to die, leave it all.
We are going to dead left it.
You're going to die, leave it all. What you have when you die, what you have left is your legacy, what will live on.
And
Build your
sometimes
legacy.
transition this
Build your
earth,
legacy.
the people who take over the material legacy are people who them not even know.
True.
Run into them house and take it over, because some of these people who are building up these things, they don't even have children of their own. When them dead, it just dead. I've seen it. It's just gone to waste. And you say, look at that. My sister, I really want to thank you. You really have been an inspiration, not only to me, but to a lot of people this evening. And I can tell you that you're going to get more help. You're getting help already. You're going to get help on top of help now, because the children really, we even stop saying future now. The children are now. And we're living in the now. We're living in the now. And we have to create a space for them to feel loved, for them to feel comfortable, for them to learn well. And I think you are doing that at Padmore, along with your staff. We really want to thank you. We want to big you up. We want to, if there was an award that we could have given you, to get an award from Fit FM. But we are congratulating and we are saying, Mama, keep on, push on, push on. Be the super principal that you are and continue. Don't stop. You're inspiring teachers, you're inspiring parents, and you're inspiring children most of all, positively impacting lives in Jamaica. And that is what we want in this COVID period and after. Thank you, my dear superwoman.
Thank you for having me.
Super principal. Keep up the good work and continue. You're doing well. And you say after you're done, talk to me. I go feed some more people.
Yes.
Keep it up, Keisha Hale. All the very best. Thank you. I'm honored to really have had you this evening. Take care.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Oh, people, what a discussion. I'm really touched. I'm affected by this discussion this evening. Really, 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 really. We want to thank everybody who joined us online. Rosalie Chung over there in London. Now we know what time it is now. So we want to really thank you. Lydia Thompson, Denise Jarrett, we want to thank you. Kay Hay, we want to thank Shereen Burgess. We want to thank everybody who came out this evening. Keisha, Tanya Edwards, all the people who talked to us online. We want to big you up, Oberlin. We want to thank you so much, Thelma. Everybody who tuned in this evening, we want to thank you. Come back with us next week. We don't know who we're going to be talking to. It will be another inspiring discussion. We really thank everybody who tuned in this evening. Wherever you tuned in from, we appreciate it. We love you. And we say come back. Enjoy your weekend, of course. In Jamaica, Sunday is a no movement day, but it's a no movement for some because church numbers increase now. So So we're going to be having more movements for people who are going to church. Thank you so much, everyone, for this evening. Really, really inspiring. Thank you again, Keisha. Thank you, Julia. Thank everybody. I'm Mara. Big up yourself. Always supporting. I really appreciate that. Give thanks, everyone. See you next week. Take care. Good dopey walk with you. This cultural mix. It's Bev Moonchild.
Revealing to man what life's really worth. Yeah. 1,000 years. 1,000 years. 1,000 years of being.